Looking to make some healthier habits this holiday season? Make sure to check out our Moving Through Midlife community over on Facebook, as we are doing a Planksgiving event where we are doing daily plank workouts. We will be doing an Advent for healthy, happy hips this holiday season, and then also have a sugar challenge, a 2-week sugar challenge that you might be interested in. Happy holidays! It is always my goal to help you and your family move more. So every Thursday, I am dropping a movement snack into your ears to help you and your family move more. It is our movement snack of the week, and since we were speaking about the lymphatic system this week, I feel it is very important to provide you with information in regards to our fascial system, and our movement snack is going to be in regards to the fascial system this week. So, the fascial system and the lymphatic system there is no separation between the two. They are interconnected. The lymphatic channels run through our fascia. And if you think of it like the heart is to the circulatory system, like fascia is to the lymphatic system. That is how intertwined they are with one another. So it's really important that if we're talking about the health of the lymphatic system, we're also ensuring that we have a healthy fascial system. Now, fascia, I want you to think about chicken, like a chicken breast. You know that thin layer of that yellowy white stuff that you can pull away from the chicken? That is like our fascia. We have two different types of fascia within our body. We have the superficial fascia and the deep fascia. And what I just described is more like your superficial fascia. And that fascia needs to be healthy to ensure that our body is moving, in the best way it can. And we need to do this by keeping it well hydrated and slippery. And how can we keep it well hydrated and slippery? Well, well hydrated would be exactly what you're thinking, water, but not just water. We need to make sure that we're getting our electrolytes through the foods that we are eating. So making sure you're eating a lot of nutrient-rich foods. Many of our electrolytes can be found in fruits and vegetables. So you're thinking your potassium, magnesium, and then also your sodium, which can be gotten through not table salt, but sea salt. Those types of things need to be within the body. So those nutrients need to be within the body so that that water can reach the cells. So if you're just drinking water and you don't have the right amount of sodium, potassium, and magnesium, then you could still be dehydrated because you're not pushing all of that water into the cells because it's missing the electrolytes. So we need to make sure we're staying well hydrated with electrolytes, whether it be from a package that you purchase or the nutrients through the fruits and vegetables that you eat. And then also keeping it slippery. And it's exactly what you think of. To keep your fascia slippery, one, you want to work on the exercises I mentioned in episode 47, the lymphatic system. So you're thinking like gua sha stone on your face, dry brushing, rebounding, which is jumping on a trampoline, moving, foam rolling, massage. All of these things help to keep the fascia slippery. What tends to bog down that fascia, what causes adhesions and stickiness, is sitting for long periods of time in the same position. So think about that pressure. Like if you were to push something, think about like if you're carrying a bag on your arm not on your shoulder, but on your arm. And after a period of time, when you pull that bag off, you can see the lines from it. Well, that's the same type of thing that when you're sitting in a chair, you're creating this pressure on the back of your legs, which is pressing into that chair, and it's going to create some stickiness. So that's why we want to make sure that we are moving a lot. And some of that stickiness is going to go away on its own. What happens is when we're in positions for long periods of time, that things can start to create more of an adhesion. So we want to ensure that we are doing things to help work against those adhesions. And one of those things that I like to do is foam rolling. Foam rolling is a form of self-myofascial release, and it is used to help ensure that you're keeping healthy fascia and not what you may have heard people mention where they say we're going to break up the fascia. It's really not designed to do that. It's more, think of it more of the sense of creating that slippery movement between the skin and the fascial area between, back and forth. So all you're trying to do is create movement between those 2 points, your skin and your fascia. You're trying to keep them slippery, working together. We're not trying to break anything up. So I'm going to put some videos in the Form Fit community. That is a free community for anybody to join. You do not have to be a mom. I know some of my listeners are not moms. I'd still love to have you join us over in that community. I will have some videos up there in regards to foam rolling techniques that you can do. I also have them on my YouTube page. It's Form Fit, that you can find these videos as well. But what we're doing is we are working on providing stimulation and circulation to an area within our body so that we can restore suppleness to that area. So taking a foam roller, if you have one, you can roll this pretty much anywhere on, like, say, your thighs, your quadriceps, so the front of the leg, the back of the leg, the calves, the back, under the arm. There's many areas that you can use a foam roller. I do recommend that you just don't get on one and start doing all different types of things, because there are some areas that you need to be cautious of. Depending on your age, may depend on what areas of the body to be foam rolling. If you're dealing with possibly osteoporosis and things like that, obviously we need to take a step back and also make sure that you're not using a hard foam roller. But there are different areas of the body that I would say are not really needed to foam roll. And there's also some areas that we can work on different sorts of self-myofascial release. So thinking of the calf, our calf, it's a great place to do foam rolling, but if you have a lot of shoulder tension or tightness and rounded shoulders, then I wouldn't recommend maybe jumping on a foam roller, because the position you have to get into to access the foam rolling on the calf is going to create some strain in the upper body. So you might want to look at different things that you could use instead. So that's why I recommend going to my page so that I can share with you some different forms of foam rolling techniques, rather than you just going out and grabbing one and starting to roll around on it. There are definitely some videos out there. There's some better videos than other. I would definitely recommend know who you're watching from to ensure that you're getting the correct information, because I have seen some people rolling on foam rollers and, you might be rolling your thighs, but then if you're swaying into your low back, you're creating you might be creating tension and problems in the low back, rather than doing good for you're kind of doing helping one while hurting the other doesn't really make sense. So just make sure that you're looking at someone who has information. Usually it is a corrective exercise certification that will ensure that you're getting the proper information in regards to foam rolling techniques. So that is what I'm recommending today. I believe I mentioned on Monday, the lymphatic system episode where I mentioned we have a video on gua sha, how you go about doing that on your face. So we have that video. My friend is going to be posting a video in regards to dry brushing. And then I'm going to have some foam rolling videos. So these will all help you in regards to the lymphatic system and your fascia to help keep it healthy, hydrated, and slippery. So if you have questions, make sure to reach out to me. Make sure to check the show notes for direct links to things that you want to get to. And join me over in the Form Fit community where I will be providing you with all this information so that you can see how certain things are done to help keep that fascia nice and healthy. I hope you all have a wonderful week and keep moving. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you could do me a favor, if you like what you hear, could you leave us a review or take a screenshot and share your favorite takeaway on social media? And make sure to tag us over at raising_healthy humans. Now go out and enjoy more movement throughout your day.